Good morning, everyone. How's the sound? I think I just made it a little better. I want to make sure everybody can hear. Is it good? Okay. So we're going to start our formal meditation practice this morning with the instruction based in just letting ourselves settle. Most of us are not living like we do on retreat. And so there's just a necessary period to gently let yourselves relax, further let go of things that your mind is feeling are important. You could have a basket and a bell in front of you, imagined, and every time your mind brings up something, you could say, I put tape on that, I put it in the basket. If I need it at the end of the retreat, or if I need it halfway through, I'll probably pick it up. But I'm just actually putting a lot in this basket. And more as we practice, we have faith that we can do that radically, very patiently, with no antagonistic agenda. But we're just giving over whatever the experience is that we're having. We know it, put it in the basket, ring the bell. And at some point, it's just a matter of letting your mind flowing through whatever is happening internally, externally, becoming aware but not struggling with anything. And so over the next week, we're mostly going to be guiding you to keep it really simple and to let yourselves settle. And that's one of the beautiful parts of having such a long retreat, is you can take many days to gently settle before you feel like you need to get in there and fix something, or have to get in there and make something different. Just letting your mind, body relax, attune to the environment. And that will actually start to have impact on mental structures, on physiological structures, just that relaxation. And then that relaxation ends up being a beautiful support for mindful intimacy. So if your system is agitated, it is hard to actually see moment-by-moment experience because you're being so shaken by it. So welcoming tranquility, welcoming simplicity, doing it very patiently and kindly to let your system drain out of all of its stimulations from daily life. And that becomes a beautiful place to then do the mindful investigations to see why the mind is free and happy, or what is it stuck on. But that would be very difficult work to do day one. In the relaxing process, you can't help but notice what you're letting go of. So you don't have to work on it. Mostly just work on simplifying, coming back to your body, coming back to the present. And in that process, there will be lots of witnessing of what you're letting go of. But for your effort, just keep it simple, come back, reacquaint yourself with the present, and within the present, find your body. And then, depending what's happening in your body, start to have right relationship where you're peacefully coexisting with whatever is bubbling up inside and outside. So we'll be building this reminding throughout the week, but you really get to take an abundance of time to let yourself settle and to not make meditation another work project, another sweat of your brow, something to engage with, feeling like you're falling behind in meditation. There was a comedian who came here and did a skit spoof on Spirit Rock, and he calls his partner and says, I nailed a 45-minute meditation retreat, 45-minute meditation sit in 15 minutes. I was like, So some images sometimes capture the approach to practice that is so helpful. So One that has occurred to me recently is the care people put when they're playing a vinyl record and they lay the needle right down on the music that is about to play, and the needle doesn't rush ahead to the music. It doesn't brace itself. It just floats intimately. And then from that, it can play symphonies. It could just be silent. It could be an old recording of a speech given. It could be gentle music. It could be chaotic music. But the needle just floats right in the simple moment underneath it. And yet all the music that could be played comes through that gentle presence, that light, gentle presence that's making contact, not pushing in, not hovering above, but intimately feeling the moment that it's in. And that's where we're trying to guide our attention in mindfulness, to rest right in the moment we're in, and not try to get the moment that's about to arise or cling to the moment that just happens. We're just resting right in what's happening. It can be restful, and out of that restfulness usually comes intimacy, and from the intimacy you can see things that are hard to see otherwise. So another image that is helpful just to again capture attitude is finding a beautiful lazy river with a slow, steady current, getting on a boat and pushing off from shore. And in daily life, you would then start paddling where you want to go. And on a meditation retreat, especially a long one like this, that's exhausting. And so what you can do is you can put the paddle inside the boat and just feel the fact that you're floating. Take faith in the boat. Be carried by the river. And that's a first step of faith, relaxation, simplicity. And from there you can sit up and you don't grab the paddle then. You just start looking around. What a beautiful river. There's fog this morning. The birds are chirping. Still nothing to do but sit in the boat and start to look around. And then you begin to study what you're flowing through. Still relaxed, in the present, but knowing the river intimately. And then when you get the paddle, it's just to avoid the rock you're heading towards, to go around it, but you're still not trying to get anywhere with effort. The effort is to keep you relaxed, flowing intimately in the present. So with that orientation, we come to the actual practice, the formal practice. So find a posture that allows your body to be still. And you might start looking around the room, looking out the windows, and say, this is a beautiful place. I'm glad to be here. Take a deep breath. So we're already here. We're already where we're supposed to be. And then with that, if you're comfortable, if the timing's right, you can close your eyes. Feel again into your body. Make sure that it's relaxed. You can roll your shoulders to make sure you're not holding any unconscious tension in your shoulders. Let your hands find a place where they can relax. And then just sit up a little bit, not to add tension, but so you don't follow the relaxation directly into sleepiness. For some people, there's a step they enjoy when they feel their bodies, feel their posture. You might take a moment and just open up to sound and silence. There's nothing you're supposed to do with it or think about it. It's like, oh, this is just what it is right now. Little sounds arising. in a basically quiet room. Sounds are fine, but quiet. Nice, it's not stimulating. Still room for little sounds. And then as you settle some, the underlying body experience is more accessible. So you can start knowing that you have a body. Your body is roughly in this still posture. And then within the experience of your body is your ongoing breathing process. And you can focus your attention anywhere you feel your breathing, especially if that breathing sensation, breathing awareness is peaceful, gives you a sense of your body. If for some reason your breath is uncomfortable or it makes you stressed, if you start becoming aware of your breath and wearing a mask, and you don't find it very peaceful, you can regroup, come back and feel your body, and then see if there's another way you can approach your breath that allows it to be soothing, allows it to help your mind simplify. And let your body invite you into the steady flow of the present. When the Buddha would teach breathing meditation, often it would just be simple. When I'm breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. When I'm breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. And then he would let people practice with that. And just that much would start to transform unconscious driven habits. In trying to be helpful, your mind is going to come up with so many images, so many concepts, memories. That's what a healthy worldly mind does. So with incredible patience, you can breathe out all mental content. Like letting go of your breath after breathing in. Just breathe out mental content. And see if you can find your body again, find your breath again. You'll be visited by sleepiness, and you'll be visited by restlessness. And that's really just an echo of coming to a retreat from your daily lives. A little overextended, the sleepiness comes. Used to being more busy, so restlessness comes. See if you can peacefully breathe, even though there's sleepiness or restlessness. And it takes courage not to give in to either, to collapse into the sleepiness, or to want to get up because of the restlessness. Find your breath, one breath at a time. Appreciate in-breathing and appreciate out-breathing. And then a last suggestion for practice today is that it's okay to adjust your posture if there is a strong body pain and it's really agitating your mind. Your body is telling you this posture hurts. It's fine to change your posture. We ask that you do it slowly, consciously, quietly if possible. Also want to normalize, it can be very skillful to come to standing if there's body pain or you're sleepy, or to take a more upright position to invite yourself to be more wakeful. You can always stand for 5-10 minutes and sit down again. And that might help you be more conscious than being unconscious and waiting out the clock. Sometimes if you're sleepy, opening your eyes for a few minutes helps bring a little more energy into your system. So as skilled practitioners, you can try these gentle interventions, not to fight the sleepiness, but to bring a little more balance. some general practice advice for today, next few days, that actually carries it well through the whole retreat, is to practice patience. And so what got you here to the retreat took some doing, some planning, having goals, checking off lists. And that's how we get through daily life. And on retreat, we have to deconstruct that way of being, the doing, accomplishing, forcing mode that we can use in our daily lives, when mindfulness, when relaxation are our highest cultivation. We need a lot of patience. Patience just to let the momentum build on its own. And so over the next couple of days, there's a certain challenge that happens at the beginning of every retreat. And again, why you're fortunate to be on a long retreat, because some retreats are just about detoxing from daily life. But you'll probably have some of that over the next few days. Please don't judge yourself or prejudge the retreat by whatever you need to relax and shift these first couple of days. It's an adjustment for everybody. So patience, keep it simple. So while sitting, breath and body, knowing you're breathing in, knowing you're breathing out. We'll guide the walking meditation. It's just being present while you take a step, present while you take another step. And slowly the mind will give up all of its 10,000 things, and a more gentle, present samadhi concentration will arise, and you'll find it easier to be present with moment-by-moment experience. So allow these first couple of days to be patient and steady, and almost be like the land today. You can be a little foggy. It's just the weather. It's just the start of the retreat. So keep it simple, be patient. Are there any questions that would be helpful for your simple practice today? Often there aren't so many on the first day, and you're all experienced practitioners. So many of you know to just have faith, keep it simple, and let the practice work through you.
Thank you for listening. To learn how you can support the teachers and Dharma Seed, please visit dharmaseed.org/donate.